Well, earlier we talked about some music acts in town.
That's right, but we left one out. This one.
I turned 50, same year as Barbie, AARP, put it on a marquee. Then, little by little, gained 10 pounds around my middle. And can't see, got no memory. Woke up with a goatee, you know. It's just not fair to lose eyebrows and grow chin hair. Feeling hot, got liver spots, I can't find my car in a parking lot. I forget what I was talking about. Put my clothes on inside out. Toss and turn, have heartburn, count sheep. Cause I can't sleep, so tired. Can't get inspired, I'm about to come undone. I need an Ambien. What's the call?
Yes. That was rapper, motivational speaker, sports all-star, and comedian Karen Mills is in town right now. Karen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Great to be here. One of my favorite clubs and favorite cities, Jacksonville, Florida, at the Comedy Zone.
You have got a crazy resume, and we'll start with the comedy. You started over 20 years ago?
I did. I was living in Atlanta at the time, and I finally got the courage to go open mic at the Punchline, and I have never looked back. So.
And you've used it also because you faced a lot of challenges, and you use it to help survivors because you're a cancer survivor yourself.
Yes, I went through ovarian cancer 3 years ago, and you know, I always look for the humor in life, good or bad, and it certainly was huge in my recovery. And yeah, I mean, and it's really been a blessing. And when I speak to survivors and do my comedy with a message kind of thing, I'm shocked at how many people say it's the first time they've laughed since they were diagnosed, and it's really been rewarding to do those things. And cancer really has taught me so much. I mean, like never order a wig on the internet. I mean,
Speak of the bad experience.
Yeah, I ordered the Jamie Lee Curtis Pixie, and what they sent me made me look like Joe Pesci from My Cousin Vinny. I mean, it was terrible.
And you didn't have 2-day delivery, so it's like you had to wear that until the next one got there.
Well, I eventually opted to go bald because I mean nothing looked right, and I just preferred to do the bald thing. And I see other cancer patients tie a scarf around their head and look like a fashion model, but when I did it, people asked me to read their palms. I mean, nothing worked.
Comedy has to be one of the best medicines.
It is. There's no doubt. Even my oncologist said to me when we were facing this, he said, as important as surgery and chemotherapy is a sense of humor and staying positive. He said it's that important.
And so you're traveling around doing a few comedy clubs, like you said, your favorite one here, the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville. But aside from that, the survivor rallies, and how is that going? Is it growing? You still doing a bunch of those?
I do a lot of those, and they're great audiences because they realize how precious life is, and they know how important it is to laugh. And I feel like that when you take your gift and you help others, that's when you find your purpose. So it's really been a blessing.
Well, tell us about some of the shows this weekend. ComedyZone.com is where people can get details.
Yes, tomorrow night 1 show, 2 shows Saturday night. It'll be a great time. Feature act, opening act, all are great. So the whole show is really fun. So I hope people can come out.
When folks come out, what kind of comedy? What are you telling? Personal stories? You going through some of your
I do
fun
a
stuff?
lot of observational humor.
Yeah.
I do a lot on anything I'm going through, whether it's aging. I talk about my basketball. Have a lot of comedy there. I talk about pets. I mean, and I talk a lot about just people want to know why I became a comedian. And I really had no choice because funny really does follow me. I mean, it's everywhere I turn. I was passing through Mississippi. I stopped to eat. I ordered a salad, and the waitress said, "What kind of dressing?" And I said, "I want Caesar." And she said, "Oh, no." She said, "Honey," said, "they come in these real easy to open packets. You won't need no Caesars." These things really happen to me.
But you grew up in Tennessee, so I thought you'd be able to understand the dialect.
Well, I could understand it, but but she couldn't. She didn't know the difference between Caesar dressing and Caesars.
You were an all-star basketball player too.
I was.
What did you think of the championship game? Real quick, we got a little bit of time left.
Well, I was kind of pleased with the. Now, my former coach at UTC, she coached at Mississippi State for years. She retired a few years ago, Sharon Fanning. So I was kind of pulling for Mississippi State, but both were SEC schools. So and how amazing to have 2 SEC schools in the finals, and neither one of them beat Tennessee. I mean, that was crazy.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Well, we got some tickets to give away. A pair of tickets to see Karen Mills tonight at the Comedy Zone. There's going to be 5 winners chosen at random. Just text the word comedy to 25543 by 3 p.m. today. You must be at least 21 years old to enter, because she may use some offensive language. No,
she's clean as it gets.
I know.
It's just called comedy.
I was going with the
Still
21
funny.
Still funny. ComedyZone.com to get details. A lot of events going on this weekend. Go to events.jacksonville.com.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Have a good weekend, folks. See you on Monday.